Well, greetings. I'm Dr. Roger Landry, and I'm the president of Masterpiece Living, and I'd like to welcome you to a spectacular upcoming event. Our Masterpiece Living Academy is presenting a Successful Aging Innovators Workshop in Philadelphia on October 4th and 5th in downtown Philadelphia at the Marriott. I'd like to invite you to attend this spectacular event, and what it is that Masterpiece Living for 15 years now, we have been working with about 23,000 older adults and work in about 80 communities, and that experience, I believe, has given us the, if not the expertise, at least very robust experience to talk to you about something that is happening in our country. In fact, we are experiencing something we've been talking about for many decades as the boomers age, but something that seems to be much larger than even we predicted. Driven by two things, we are seeing just about every facet of our lives and every organization beginning to be affected by our changing demographic. But it is the demographic, but also what we've learned about aging that is changing things. What our research is telling us, both from the Successful Aging study that was accomplished by the MacArthur Foundation from the early 80s to the early 90s, what I've learned in my book, Live Long, Die Short, and what research for the last 20 years has shown us, namely that how we age depends mostly upon the choices we make, our lifestyle. So that whether we take this usual course of decline, and this is the stereotype, but unfortunately what most older adults in this country still experience. A long period of expensive, painful, lower quality of life, even degrading endpoint, which can last quite long in this curve, almost half this person's life, versus one where someone can stay at very high levels of performance for longer and longer period of time, and basically almost up to their end. And of course, this is a magnificently attractive thing, but we know now that it is possible. And so this knowledge that our lifestyle, if we're physically and mentally active, we have strong social engagement, we have purpose and meaning and environments, and I want to talk a little bit more about that because that's the major focus of our course, that this is possible. And so this course is about being a leader and in answering this huge social movement that is happening throughout our country. So the research is telling this, and of course the second aspect of why this evolution is happening within our society are the demographics. We all know that we are an aging society. In the next 20 years or so, we have close to 75, 80 million people turning 65, and this large cohort is unlike any other we've ever experienced in our society, and they are changing everything. As a lead boomer myself, I know that I am totally dissatisfied with things as they are, and I will demand, as those, my peers and all those after me, are going to demand different things from the organizations, particularly senior living, but anyone having to do with older adults is going to be changed by this evolution in our society. The older adult is aware of this research. They want more. They don't want the granite tops, say, in senior living, or not having to mow the lawn. They want to go to a place where they are going to thrive, they're going to grow, they're going to flourish, we're going to be the best that they can be. This is dramatically different than the senior living and many of the organizations that have dealt with older adults have addressed in the past. We have for the longest time come out of a tradition of a medical model of caring and taking care of and providing security and comfort to older adults, particularly in senior living, and this is not going to change. But what is going to change is that the older adults are going to demand more. So our objectives for this course are many. You can read them here, but basically what we want to do is to empower you to be a leader in this evolution, because again, virtually every organization that even remotely touches an older adult is being changed and is going to be changed even at a more rapid rate over the next few years. This course is about being a change agent, being a leader to be able to respond to this and have your organization be successful. And without that, I'm afraid that we're going to have many who keep along with the traditional approaches to dealing with older adults, and many of those will not survive. We want to give you practical skills and how your organization can respond to this. Not only your organization, but we want to give you practical skills that have to do with your own personal aging journey. And we are there to show you that the culture, that yes, the physical environment is very important, but the environment in general, the culture is particularly important. And a culture that makes sure that it has identified and rooted out any ageism or ableism, and the culture that knows that coaching is going to be a critical component of this new organization that older adults are attracted to, and that data, that the ability to track someone's improvement and growth is going to be critically important. So our goal is to respond to all that, to know what's happening, to know why we are where we are now, and to identify what we need to change, and develop an action plan. You'll be able to develop an action plan both for your organization and for you. You'll be able to get CEUs with this course, and you'll be entering into a group of people who are certified innovators in successful aging, and we'll continue the dialogue even after the courses, and in fact the courses will probably be available in the near future. Your faculty is, beside myself, is Dr. David Gobble. He's a professor emeritus from Ball State University, and he established the Fisher Institute of Wellness and Gerontology, and he in fact he's been identified as one of the top 100 wellness experts in the world. And Teresa Beshwaite, she is our Director of Operations in Masterpiece Living, and she has a Master's in Public Health and has been working with senior living communities now for a decade, and has vast experience with working with thousands and thousands of older adults. The three of us look forward to this. We hope you'll join us in Philadelphia. As I said, CEUs are available, and we hope you will join us in this very exciting journey, identifying and being able to respond to this magnificent thing that is happening in our society. Here's the information to register, and any questions, please contact Courtney. She's on our team, and we look forward to seeing you in Philadelphia.